Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. This week we are continuing on our journey through the town of Delmas. It's a small place, and last week I shared much of its story already. So today we are zooming out a bit. We'll talk about the province, the district, and the local municipality that Delmas belongs to before we talk about the town itself. Stick around. This video is going to give you a deeper look into how the place fits into the bigger picture. Some good news for this week. South Africa's economy grew by 0.6% in Q2 of 2025, the fastest in 2 years, driven by financial services and local demand recovery. The expansion supports broader economic momentum, with manufacturing sentiment improving via higher sales. The South African rand strengthened against major currencies, closing stronger on 8 September 2025 amid US dollar weakness. This rally is seen as positive for potential interest rate cuts by the South African Reserve Bank, easing borrowing costs and benefiting consumers and businesses. September 2025's Tourism Month theme, Tourism and Sustainable Transformation, promotes domestic travel and economic inclusion. From January to June 2025, trips rose by 14.8% year-on-year, with 3.8 million holiday trips. The short-life travel week, which goes from 8 to 14 September, offers up to 50% discount on bookings, encouraging South Africans to explore local sites and support communities. On 7 September 2025, the Springboks defeated Argentina 29-17 in the Rugby Championship at Ellis Park Stadium. The victory, marked by strong defensive play and tries from key players, and positions the team favorably for the tournament. And finally, on 4 September 2025, the US committed to supplying 2 million doses of new HIV prevention shot, lenacapavir, to low and middle-income countries like South Africa by 2028 via PEPFAR. This twice-yearly injection from Gilead Sciences at no profit advances global health equity and supports South Africa's HIV efforts. To the left is Bustling Mall, which has been in operation since 2019, offering a modern retail experience to the local community and visitors. Now, let's take a look at the Mpumalanga province, aptly named the place where the sun rises in the Nguni languages, setting the perfect stage for a stunning journey. Nestled in South Africa's eastern edge, it shares borders with Mozambique and Eswatini, making it the ultimate sunrise getaway. This region boasts the breathtaking Blight River Canyon, the world's third largest and the largest green canyon, thanks to its lush subtropical vegetation that paints the landscape in vibrant hues. Nearby, the Kadashi Tafu waterfall, known as the weeping face of nature, stands as the second tallest Tafu waterfall globally. Its mineral-rich flow crafting natural sculptures over millennia. Rewind billions of years, and Mpumalanga reveals its ancient secrets through the Barberton Greenstone Belt, home to rocks over 3 billion years old, some of the Earth's oldest, whispering tales of our planet's beginnings. Biodiversity thrives here, with over 1,000 plant species in Blind River Canyon alone, many endemic and endangered, showcasing nature's richness. Culturally, Mpumalanga shines with diverse communities, with the Ndebele, Swazi, Tsonga, Zulu, Pedi, and Mapulana adding vibrant traditions to its landscapes. Economically, it's a powerhouse, producing over 80% of South Africa's coal to fuel Eskom's power stations, while agriculture thrives with maize, citrus, coffee, macadamia, livestock, and forestry, especially around Godwana. Those white buildings to the right is the McCain Delmas plant. This plant is a key facility of McCain Foods South Africa. It focuses on potato processing, sourcing fresh produce from local farmers in the Delmas Babsfontein area, including a dedicated seed farm. It supports the retail and food services sector, supplying brands like McDonald's, Nando's, KFC, and supermarkets such as ShopRite, Pick n Pay, Spar, and Woolworths. Now, let's zoom into the Nkangala District Municipality, Mpumalanga's energy heart. It's home to massive coal-fired plants like Kusile Power Station, featuring cutting-edge fuel gas desulfurization technology. Coal drives 72% of mining GDP and 58% of utilities GDP, though it supports just 5% of jobs. Excitingly, Nkangala is pushing a just energy transition, eyeing 65 gigawatt of solar, wind, and green hydrogen from repurposed coal sites. With about 1.3 million people, Nkangala echoes with its Ndebele, Zulu, and Sepedi languages. To the right is the Otandweni Primary School, which is a public ordinary primary school located in Bustling Township. It serves the local community in Nkangala district and Victor Khanye local municipality, focusing on foundational education for young learners. Zooming in further, let's dive deeper into Victor Khanye local municipality, named for an anti-apartheid hero. Located just under 100 kilometers from Johannesburg, Pretoria, and eMalahleni, it's a key connector with the N12 and the railway to Mozambique. Its population has grown from 75,000 in 2011 to over 106,000 in 2022. Blending a cozy yet lively feel. Economically, Victor Khanye mixes agriculture, mining, and industry. Del Park falls under Ward 1 of Victor Khanye local municipality and is part of the Delmas urban expansion, blending residential plot with community infrastructure. It consists of family homes and extensions, with property street named after African countries like Angola, Burundi, Comoros, Egypt, Gabon, Ghana, and Eritrea. A key landmark is Del Park Primary School. This public ordinary primary school specializes in foundational education, serving local children with subjects like languages, such as isiNdebele, Zulu, and Sepedi. Del Park is described as a local business area, fostering small enterprises and community activities. This is Del Park Primary School here on the left. If you continue straight here onto Lava Street, you will drive past the Delmas police station and the Delmas Magistrates Court. And finally, there's Delmas. Founded in 1907 by French owner Frank Campbell Dumat, its name from Delmas, meaning small farm, started with 192 stands and grew with thousands of hectares by 1909. Today, it fuels the region with maize, wheat, potatoes, and poultry, boosted by a major AFGRI chicken abattoir. For fun, Delmas Golf Course offers a charming 9-hole course, while the nearby Resta Raceway, opened in 2010, thrills with a full track, skid pad, and overnight facilities. Just outside Delmas, Wutebelong and Woodlane communities add cultural depth. In front is Word School Delmas, a public secondary school founded in 1953. It serves grades 8 to 12, with the first grade 11 class started in January 1953 at the local primary school, and the inaugural matric or grade 12 class writing exams in December 1954. It is a tuition-charging institution, offering both Afrikaans and English as language of instruction. That wraps up our incredible journey through Delmas. We have explored the town's rich history, from its 1907 French roots to its thriving maize fields and Red Star Raceway thrills. If you are enjoying the journey so far, please consider subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button, and hitting the bell for more adventures. Until next time, keep exploring, safe travels, and see you in the next adventure.